One of the most common mistakes we make in the sales industry, and especially in retirement housing, is celebrating the summit. We get a phone call where we're talking to somebody about coming in for a visit. We've built some good rapport, things are going pretty well, and we ask them to come in for a visit. And then they do something that really throws us off. You're going to kind of laugh about this, but they say, okay. See, I don't know if you realize this, but I like to read a lot of survivor type articles and magazines. And Luisa Gonzalez wrote an article recently in Adventure magazine called Survival Secrets. And in there he talked about celebrating the summit. I don't know if you know, but most of the time when people get hurt when they're climbing is not when they're going up, but when they're coming down. You see, when we're going up, we're all attentive, we're paying attention, we're all geared up, our muscles are taut. We get to the top, we go, yahoo, we're at the top, we've made it, we're successful. We sit down, we have a little bite to eat, we celebrate, and then we get a little lazy, our endorphins kind of come in there, our lactic acid builds up, we get a little dumb, and then we start down the mountain. And guess what? We make mistakes, we fall, and we get hurt. Well, the customer knows this, either consciously or subconsciously, they know this about us. So the best way to get a salesperson off their game is not to say no, that just piques their interest and gets them more attentive. It's to say yes. So we say, why don't you come in for a visit? And they go, sure, I'll be happy to come in. And then we go, oh, that's great, celebrate, yahoo! And then guess what? We get dumb. So then we go, okay, well, let's get you lined up to come in for a visit. What day? And they say, well, just a minute, I've got a question. Okay, well, what's your question? They start asking questions. We start answering. We start doing the things we know we're not supposed to do. We start giving out more information than is necessary, and then we make a really big mistake. They say, well, why don't you just do this? Why don't you send me a brochure? We say, okay, I'll send you a brochure, then I'll call back in a couple of weeks and see if you have any questions. Big mistake. Happens all the time in our business. Let's make sure we don't celebrate the summit. Let's make sure we stay on our toes. So when they say, you know what, I'd love to come in, but I have a question, we'll say, what's the question? Then we handle it with the zinger approach. We listen to the question, we let them bottom out, we find out the reasons why they're asking, and then we reassure them that the best way to get the answer to that question is on their visit. Mystery shopping is a fantastic way to find out if we're celebrating the summit too often. It's a common mistake, one that we can overcome with training and practice. Have a great day, and let's see you out there in the field with mystery shopping and fantastic value match sales training. Take care.